Hello, traders. FX Pip Collector here. Today is Wednesday, June 5th, and I'm going to be analyzing gold versus the dollar, starting on the monthly, working my way down to the 1 hour time frame for the full top down analysis. So on gold versus the dollar, I still think since the end of this ABC correction, this is a 1, a 2, and a wave 3. Most likely place for a wave 3 to go is still the 161.8, so I'm still bullish. I still think we're in a wave 3, and I still think it's going to need to make a wave 4 and a wave 5 just to finish off this uptrend that started down here. So taking it down to the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, I think it's very clear that this is a 1, this is a 2, and we're in subdivisions of a wave 3 still. I think this right here is nothing more than a correction to that wave 3, and I still think it's going to end up going up to at least that 61.8 Fibonacci extension before you even see the end of this wave 3 and the beginning of a wave 4. Taking it down to the daily time frame, we've definitely been very sideways lately on gold, but I do think it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. I think this move up, even though it did make a higher high, it's just an irregular wave B, and I think we're most likely going down for a wave C. Now it could be like a running flat or just a running correction, which means that it could make a higher low, which is why I have these two Fibonacci levels marked. If we do get a break of structure to the upside at one of these fib levels, then I would definitely take it as a long, probably pushing back up to the 61.8, the 161.8 round, the 25.50 area. But definitely don't go long unless you see that break of structure because it could very likely turn into an expanding flat. If it does, then it's probably more likely to go down to one of these lower levels before it actually does end up continuing the uptrend, which is why I'm not going to be looking to go long until around the daily, at least a 4 hour time frame, gives us a break of structure to the upside, whether it happens now or within the next day or so, or whether it continues down and happens later on. I definitely think we'll be able to recognize it when it does happen, and we'll be able to go long for the continuation of this uptrend. Going down to the 4 hour time frame, unless this thing breaks structure to the upside, I definitely would be looking for shorts primarily because it is definitely still lower high, lower high, lower high. Very consolidated. We've actually been pretty much sideways for almost 3 weeks now on gold on the 4 hour time frame. Definitely very rangy. Unless it breaks to the upside though, I definitely would be primarily looking for shorts. I think it could go down to the 100%. Seems like a pretty likely area, especially with all this support right here before we actually do get that 3, 4, 5 safe break of structure and the continuation of the uptrend. So taking it down to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, like I was just explaining, unless we get a very significant break of structure to the upside, I primarily would be looking for shorts because the daily time frame and the 4 hour time frame definitely is in a downtrend. This right here is lower high, lower high, lower high. Guess what could happen? This could easily make another lower high, and it could easily just keep on trending down to one of the lower Fibonacci extension levels, which, like I said on the 4 hour time frame, I think the 100% Fibonacci extension is probably a pretty likely area for this to go. I do think that we are in a wave C, so when we do get the end of a trend with a break of structure, I definitely will start looking for longs again. But until we get that end of a trend on like the 4 hour or daily time frame, I think that you need to continue to look for shorts in a downtrend. You have to remember that the trend is your friend, and the daily 4 hour time frame trend is definitely still down. So don't forget to join my free Discord group, which is linked down here in the corner. And don't forget to check out my website if you'd like to get access to my daily swing trade setups and my trading sessions. As always, thank you and happy trading.